Imagine waking up tomorrow with no money. No bank account, no salary, no credit card. Now, imagine you're not worried about being broke because money doesn't exist yet. 10,000 years ago, humans had almost none of the things you depend on today. And yet, they understood something about wealth that modern society may have forgotten. Today, you can order food without hunting for it. You can cross an entire country in hours. You can speak to someone on the other side of the planet instantly. By almost every material measurement, you're richer than a prehistoric human. So why are so many people still running out of time? Because wealth isn't simply how much money sits in your account. Wealth is your ability to control scarce resources. And one resource is more limited than almost anything else: time. For a prehistoric human, the economy was brutally simple. Find food, find water, find shelter, stay alive. There was no monthly paycheck. Your income was whatever you could produce or obtain. But there was a problem. Resources were limited. One successful hunt could feed a group. One failed hunt could mean hunger. This is the foundation of economics: scarcity. Then humans discovered something revolutionary. You didn't have to do everything yourself. One person could hunt, another could make tools, another could gather plants. Instead of everyone doing everything, people specialized. And specialization created another breakthrough: trade. The hunter didn't need to grow food. The toolmaker didn't need to hunt. They could exchange what they produced. Both could end up with more. But barter had a weakness. Imagine you have fish, and you want a spear. The spear maker wants fish. Perfect. But what if tomorrow he wants meat instead? The entire trade system becomes a puzzle. Humans needed something everyone would accept. Something that could store value and move value between people. Money. Money didn't magically create wealth. It made economic exchange easier. And over thousands of years, specialization, trade, and technology transformed human productivity. And this is where the modern human enters the story. You probably don't grow your own wheat. You don't manufacture your phone. You don't build your own apartment. You specialize in something and trade your labor for income. Your employer buys your time and skills. You receive wages. Those wages become food, housing, transportation, entertainment, and technology. Millions of these exchanges happen every day. But something changed dramatically. Humans became incredibly productive. A machine can do the work of dozens of people. Software can perform in seconds what once took hours. Technology multiplied human productivity. And here's the paradox. If productivity rises, shouldn't work become easier? Shouldn't we have more free time? But instead of using higher productivity only to buy more freedom, we often use it to buy more consumption. A bigger house, a better car, a newer phone, more convenience. Then something strange happens. Your income rises, your lifestyle rises with it, and suddenly the income you thought would make you free becomes the income you need just to maintain your new lifestyle. Then comes the shortcut. If your income isn't enough today, borrow against tomorrow. Credit cards, loans, mortgages. Debt lets you consume before you've earned the money. But tomorrow sends you a bill, and that bill has a price: interest. Now part of your future income already belongs to your past decisions. Work, earn, spend, borrow, work more, earn more, spend more. And the cycle repeats. The prehistoric human had almost no financial capital, but he also had almost no financial obligations. His problem was scarcity of resources. Your problem can become scarcity of time.
That's the great economic trade-off. The caveman had too few resources. Modern humans have access to enormous resources, but our attention, energy, and time remain limited.
And this is where the concept of capital becomes important. Capital isn't just cash. A machine is capital. A business is capital. Infrastructure is capital. Even your skills are a form of human capital.
The more valuable your skills become, the more valuable your time can become. That's why learning isn't just education. Economically, it can be an investment in your future earning power.
But earning more isn't enough. If every dollar disappears immediately, your income doesn't create much freedom. That's where saving enters the equation. Saving protects your present. Investment can build your future. Instead of spending every dollar on something that disappears, you can direct some of it toward assets that may produce value later.
That's the fundamental difference between consumption and productive assets. One takes money away. The other has the potential to send money back.
And when returns are reinvested, something powerful happens. Your money can begin producing more money, which produces more money, and the process compounds. You stop asking, how much can I buy? And start asking, how much freedom can this money create?
Imagine two people. One earns twice as much, but needs every dollar to maintain his lifestyle. The other earns less, but has low expenses, valuable skills, and productive assets. Who is richer?
Income tells you how much money enters your life. Wealth tells you how much control you have over your life.
And this is what the caveman comparison teaches us. Civilization gave us incredible abundance. Money gave us flexibility. Technology gave us productivity, but none of them eliminated scarcity. Scarcity simply moved. For our ancestors, it was food. For modern humans, it can be money, attention, energy, and above all, time. So when you get your next paycheck, don't just ask what you can buy. Ask what part of your future you're buying. A purchase can give you comfort today. An investment can potentially give you options tomorrow. Neither is automatically good or bad. The key is knowing which one you're choosing. Because eventually, every dollar you earn has one final destination. It becomes something you consume, something you own, or something that buys back your time. The caveman hunted for food. You hunt for income. He traded resources. You trade skills. He worried about surviving the next winter. You worry about surviving the next bill. But both of you face the same economic law. Resources are limited. So the real question has never been, how much can I get? It's, what should I do with what I have? So here's the lesson. Don't measure your wealth only by your income. Measure it by your options. How long could you survive without a paycheck? How valuable are your skills? How much debt controls your future? How much of your income becomes productive assets? And most importantly, how much of your time actually belongs to you? The goal of economics isn't to own everything. It's to allocate scarce resources toward the things that matter most. And the scarcest resource you'll ever own was never money. It was your time. You don't become wealthy when you can buy everything. You become wealthy when you no longer have to sell all of your time to afford your life.